Okay, hello. What are we doing? Okay, so we are live. Hello. Okay, let me check my sources and confirm that everything is up to snuff. Pardon if you hear me listening to my own thing over. Okay, so the music is playing in the background. We're all good. We are all set up. Everything is just hunky-dory. My goodness. You know, it is hard to be so fancy. Do indeed let me know if anything gets all fucked up, okay? That's your job as the audience, not me as the creator. Today, what we are doing, that was supposed to be a heart. What we're doing is working on a character design, which I have been designing and revising. Let me see if I can pull up her last iteration. Oop, oop, where are we? Right here, Francis. Now this, I was alright with it, but I really put myself in a crunch while doing it, and I feel like I could do some more with her. She's kind of like a vaudevillian, like kind of a thief, you know, typical Fox shit. And what I'm also doing right now is taking inspiration from general vaudeville design sort of things, as well as some of the work of Erte, you know, the designer of like the late 18th century, early 20th century, I think. 1900s, did a lot of stuff in the 20s. Fancy guy. And so that's something that I'm trying to take inspiration for her design, because she's kind of a, showy, she was a performer character. And I'm probably going to incorporate that more into other characters I'm designing for this story. Just to kind of have a unified sort of look. And also, so then when I'm doing the whole vaudeville inspired design thing, you know, 1920s inspired, I'm taking a lot of inspiration from Chicago, or at least Chicago, the musical vaudeville is a huge inspiration of mine when it comes to this little series I'm working on that she is in. I'm trying to take some other inspirations so that it's not so stale, and it's not like a, ooh, I'm a flapper sort of thing. Nah, it's multiple things. Takes inspiration from 1920s kind of vaudeville stuff, then Erte, which I'm going to incorporate in through with other designs that are more late 19th century for these royalty characters that are in the story as well. Now, what were we doing with you again, lady? I think, let me see what I have for references. Okay, so I don't have a lot of, we just have Princess Bride references directly pulled up. I'm gonna have to look outside of the tab. This is exciting already. quite an insane person in my dropped a pen. My last stream, because I was pulling up Smiling Friends references to draw the characters, and I don't typically really go into it a lot of sketching. So I was just like going back and forth and looking at something on an open tab that was out of frame view and then drawing it as close as I could to be on model. Yes, sirree bop. Ooh, this is gorgeous. So right now I'm pulling up some references and I will pop them on the screen in a minute. Oh, I also want to have, in a previous thing, I had her designed to have some elements of like zoot suits, because I love the silhouette of those. They're baller as hell. But they're a little later. They're like 30s, I think. Okay. Now, isn't that lovely? Oh, by the way, the Smiling Friends, Hekarioni, the illustration I made yesterday, and the thumbnail for that video, why is that there, are up on my Instagram, which you can follow. The link is, I believe, in my bio on YouTube. I hate WebMPs. They're always so tricky. Tricky tricksters. Out here tricking me. Ooh, this one's gorgeous. An AVIF. What's that? Art Deco is kind of the genre of Erte's work. And I want to take some inspiration of that. Especially since I'm, for some other, like, royal character designs, I'm going to take inspiration from both, like, the Tudor era as well as the Romanovs. And I feel like that could be, the Romanovs kind of outfits could be very suited to, an Art Deco look, you know, as inspirations. Okay. Now this was actually the previous iterations of these designs were actually turned in for an assignment, and these are going to be used in said assignment. It's kind of a big one as well. And yeah. I think I'm gonna take a lot of, I'm gonna like basically color drop a lot of shit from here in that assignment. And I was told that there was not a lot of definition in my hand and foot anatomy, and that the lines weren't really tapering in a sort of appealing way, which I see and I understand, but it's definitely hard to hear. And I like a very, what I call, clean digital look. I like to really like directly go into a lot of stuff. I don't like to do a lot of over sketching. And I have had it suggested to me to do things on paper and scan them in, which I do appreciate that suggestion, and I would probably be a good idea to do for some of that stuff. But I'm just so unused to working that way. I'm worried that switching it up for something that I find as important as a deadline for an assignment might be a little risky for me, and I'm not a big risk taker. Oh, what did her... I think maybe these will be... I'm gonna keep these like this. And then I'm gonna do some gold on other parts. Like... Or... Because I have a feeling this is going to be gold. Let's just see how I like it. And if I dislike the hue of these things, I can always change it. I'm like high-key, low-key thinking of doing a review of the new tablet I have. It's an XP pen, which I've had before for my last display tablet, and I loved her, and I'm loving this one too. I really haven't noticed, it's a smaller model, but I haven't noticed too many issues with the screen size for me personally in my workflow. No, because I feel like the lower... I feel like maybe I'm gonna change all of this to gold. I also wrote the script for this, and then I did a second draft. But I'm very nervous because I'm worried it's not funny enough. And my teacher said he thought it was good, and to stop with the revisions for now so I don't get behind. And I'm like, okay, yeah. But oh my goodness, I just want to make people laugh. Oh no, I can't read the tone of an email so well. Maybe he was chortling behind the screen. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do gold for her arm things. Probably shouldn't be spending so much time on this one specifically because it's just like an alt like costume, but I do love it. It's so cute. And I feel like it's important. I don't know why. like either way, if this isn't great or I have to adjust it, I did it on a different layer, as you should. So it'll probably be okay. Yeah, if I have to change it. I wish I could put on movies while on stream. The way that I would be playing Akira right now. Wait, I'm having a psychic moment. No, no. Has anyone else been insanely tired? Like recently? Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just going insane. Or like spring fever. Or maybe I just combined like an all-nighter with a cold last week and my body is catching up with me. I'm like getting super old rapidly, like Benjamin Button. Oh my god, gumdrops. Hot tip: when you're feeling stale on something, on work, just color. Add a splash of color. It'll help you get back into it. At least for me. I do like when things are bright and shiny and colored in. And then, when you come back to it, if the color looks weird, you can always change it. It'll be the first thing you notice. Dude, I was doing like skeletal studies for the first few weeks in my drawing class, and I was doing them in pencil, like black and white. And when I started to be able to use like markers on studies, the freedom, I was so elated. I was so excited. I was like, dear God, yes. Let me bust out my singular pink Copic. Let's see how this looks. Let's match it to her bodysuit more. But I do feel like it needs to change from her typical look, because this is more of a performance outfit. Kind of giving like a more, like it's Erte inspired, I think. 1920s, a little bit of just vaudeville flash. It definitely does. Should I go like full blue? I am just like fully color dropping, because no one's creative. I'm kind of liking this. Maybe her lids aren't like total blue. I feel like I'm feeling that a little bit more. And I'm not sure about matching the gold to her eyes. I feel like that would be too it might be a little too samey. I think it's alright, kind of similar. I feel like it would just We'll see. I'm gonna think about it though. Is she wearing shoes? No, she is not. Free fuel for you freaks. Sensor. I'm gonna put a big fat sensor bar. This is censorship. This is big government censoring the feet. No feet for you, says Big Brother. Says the man. The man with the mustache who says no anthro feet. It has to be censored. You're giving little emo nails. I'm trying to remember what palette I used. For her. I feel like it was probably... I'm gonna do like a little, like a mini color palette. I'd probably use this gray that I used last time. Because I gave her gloves last time, which, I mean, it was like a lazy attempt to like do the fox thing while also having like 1920s like vaudeville reminiscent gloves, but I really don't think I pulled it off. So I think, so this time I decided to like go like full kind of sheer, like just full markings. I'm not going to be animating this anytime soon, so I think that's fine. I think what I must have done with the gradient was black and then this darker color. So I'm going to replicate that. And while I'm here, I'm just going to give her, like, dot out her color palette so I don't have to keep picking. There we go. And I wasn't sure, I did decide to make her ears also this kind of cream off-white color instead of doing like a white because I felt like I just wanted that unity. I didn't want to be playing with more stuff. We'll see. Her previous design. I think I'm getting the anatomy more here in this new one, new iteration. And I'm still happy with how the color palette for her went. We'll see. And I changed her ears as well from this first pass because, again, some of these bits were too rushed for my liking. And what I realized would really read more and be more appropriate to what I was trying to emulate with, like, again, like a 1920s sort of vaudeville thing. I feel like this, with the whole ear being black and curving in nicely here, almost emulates a little bit of the flapper bob without actually giving her that hair. You know, shapes are magic. That's my theme song that I've co-written with about 15 other people. It's coming out in May. It's gonna be the song of the summer, along with my other hit single, No Feet Allowed, Sincerely the Man. Yeah. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was going to add my gradient to her arms. And I think for this one, I stopped like mid-wrist. I think I might have to do this. No, I did make a separate layer. I'm gonna do 2 separate layers for the arms, just so they do not get like totally discombobulated. And could I probably do like a full black gradient? Yes. But am I going to make it harder on myself by doing 2 different colors and fucking around with them? Yes, I am. Oop, no, that's the lighter color. Like, it ends like mid-elbow. So you're not really gonna see where the gradient ends. Let's hit 50. I need to like really start grinding soon, like tomorrow, hopefully. Oh no, I have so much shit to do and I really wanted to get ahead over spring break. But I would also like to see a show. We'll see. Will she leave the pit or will she not? That is the question. I think it was at like 68. I'm gonna move it up to 69 for good measure. Yeah. Still not liking this. I don't know, it feels it's too light right here. Oh, wrong one, wrong layer. That was the wrong layer. Also wrong layer. Where am I? Here. I think I need to just do one like on this layer. Otherwise it's gonna get out of hand. I want to kind of mimic, like, what are those socks that are, like, that come, like, midway up the calf? You know, and then people put those, like, sexy little sock clips on them. I'm trying to mimic those in their, like, length. I don't know. Teehee. I should probably be doing more sketches, but I feel very inclined to color these right now. Oh goodness, pardon me. Hmm. I feel like this pair of, like, cannot be everyday pants. I can't animate that every day. I'm thinking maybe I give her like a like disgusting mustard brown. Like, that's not mustard. That's beautiful actually. I like that color. Maybe this shade of brown pants. Like kind of, it's orange. It's orange. Orange brown pants for like everyday, meet cute. She doesn't wear a shirt because she's real butch like that. Wrong layer. Wrong layer. Almost died. Didn't die. Now I'm back. And that'll look nice with, because I think the red shoes might be an everyday thing. Unless I do like a black heel, like a traditional like dancing black heel. Are you getting that ASMR moment? With their melted ice cream. That's some good shit. Okay, be honest. Is this pant color ugly? How is it fugly? Because part of me is like, it's kind of, because I'm like looking at multiple things, part of me is like, it's giving kind of fugly. The other part of me is like, oh, this color, it's corduroy or whatever you call it, it's like nice. I mean, I don't know, I don't think she has a great natural fashion sense, so it can be fugly. But the question is, using our design brains, is it unified with does it make sense with the rest of her palette? Or Is she looking like a sparkle dog, like DeviantArt OC? That's the real question. Ugh. I hate when I notice like teeny tiny little fuck ups in coloring. Yeah, I think that I don't know. Is the value not valuing? I think I'm gonna keep her shoes red. Although I don't know if I'm gonna change the hue, but I gotta change these pants. Something's wrong with the saturation. It's not looking good. Let me try and see in my alternate viewing. Yeah, I think that looks better. We'll have to see. I might just go back to like a green. Cause green does suit her. The green does suit her. I think I'm gonna do something green, especially if this is like her first appearance look. I want her to have, like, oop, my goodness. Yeah, I think it has to be green. See, I'm already feeling better about that. And I think, let's try it a little warmer. No, that's like barely a difference. No. Oop, oop. Where did I put my thing? Okay, there you go. Cancel. Don't not save her. Oh my god. I think for now we're gonna stick with the green pants. And we'll just, we can always make changes. Yeah, like a darker green. See how that goes. Can always, like, it's like olive, a nice olive. We can always change it. Ooh, God. This drawing shit is hard. Okay, I think we're working it. Working it. I'm gonna pop this over here. So that's for our palette. I might, I don't know. We'll see. What do we think of, I don't know. I'm still not sure about this gradient for the arms. Because I'm not a huge fan of a gradient. I feel like it looks weird. Chet, what do you think of the gradient? Oh no, I might simplify it. I might do something with it. We'll see. We'll talk about it. We'll consult the idea. I'll try an alt. Which one? Okay, that's... I'll see how, like if I did, like, instead of that, for, doing like, no, well, it would have to be lower, like elbow. If I did like that instead of a gradient. No, I feel better with the gradient. I don't necessarily like it. I feel like she has to have like the dark limbs, exterior limbs of a fox. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing the vision. Yeah, I'm liking this. No, if I don't think I have any more good music to play. Why don't we cut it a little short? How does that sound, buddy? Left. I think cut it a little short. We'll keep working on other stuff outside. Alright.